All right, sticking with the theme of using the double kuchi to cause a multitude of reactions, right? From here, I have the goal of, double kuchi, but as I come inside, my opponent back steps. I remain shin to shin so I can pull Ashi Garami. As I pull Ashi Garami, let's see this way. As I pull Ashi Garami, a good opponent sometimes will grab this leg and rip it off, right? They'll peel it off. This is a great opportunity for a wrestle up. I'll block his knee, his secondary leg, while I have an Achilles grip. From here, I'll kick him over with my right leg, put his hands down towards the mat. If you're a leg locker, you can simply toss this guy in and start chasing your outside heel hooks, or you can start a wrestle up, right? This is a great way to get back into the X guard. So he peels the leg off, boom, I block the knee, put his hands on the mat, and boom, I can switch to X guard position where I'm extending, cupping the knee, underhooking the ankle, and then rotating this in front, and simply heisting up, similar to the final technique that I showed in the previous sequence. So just another way to get to the X guard wrestle up position, right? I go double kuchi, he back steps, I go Ashi Garami. He peels the leg off, I block in the secondary leg, I kick him forward and put his hands on the mat. From here, I can switch to the X guard position. I can extend him, cupping this knee, underhooking the leg, and then rotating this towards my right side. From here, I extend the right leg, cup the hip, and boom, I'm heisting up right away. So again, super similar to the previous technique that I showed, but a slightly different way to get to it, right? Whenever we're going Ashi Garami, there's always a vulnerability of him ripping that leg off, peeling off our wedge, and in that case, we have to have reactions for that. Ashi Garami, he back steps, cup the knee, fall towards the right. Ashi Garami, he pulls it off. I block the knee and kick him forward to get his hands on the mat. In a position like this, right, we talked about the X guard position for the wrestle up, no problem. But in addition to that, I can use the X guard to simply push him away further and then start this wrestle up from here. So two very similar situations based upon what kind of reaction he gives us. He rips off the Ashi Garami, I block the knee, push him forward, and boom, I go X guard. Once I go X guard, I'm cupping the knee, underhooking his ankle, bringing it towards the right side, extend my right leg again to keep his hands on the mat, and use my left hand to cup the hip. From here, start heisting up and building up hip height and getting behind my opponent. So a couple reps of this guy. It's important to have always have a multitude of attacks in the bank and understand that a good opponent will most likely be able to defend the Ashi Garami by peeling the leg off. So we go double kuchi, he back steps, fall towards the right. Ashi Garami, he defends. Kick him forward, blocking the knee. I can either go leg locks, or if you're Nicky, you want to wrestle up. Use the X guard to extend, contract the knee, underhook the ankle. 2-on-1 on the ankle, rotate it towards the right side. I'll extend with my right leg to create distance and momentum with the left leg so I can heist up. From here, as I heist, I'll tuck right leg in, post on the mat. As I post, it gives me a great opportunity to start heisting up fairly quickly. So a few more reps of this guy. Double kuchi, he back steps, shin to shin, boom, Ashi Garami. Kick him forward, X guard, extending, cupping the knee, underhooking the ankle, 2-on-1 rotation, extend with the right leg, and using momentum to lean forward, cup the hip, posting on the mat so I can heist up, get on top of my opponent. Once again. Boom. So understanding you can wrestle up from multiple positions. We go double kuchi, switch to Ashi Garami. He peels off, because he's a good athlete, peels off the wedge. We switch to putting his hands down on the mat with X guard. Use the X guard to rotate the leg over and wrestle up, getting our hips on top of his. Again, in a match, identify whether he's a top player or a bottom player. If he's the top guy and you can get on top of him, the match is nearly won. So dominate the top position and enjoy the progress.